the slouching control procedure, the stuttering alarm, the cigarette case, and all that sort of stuff. And I was wondering, was that primarily a carryover from your laboratory days, or did those procedures?
Yeah, well, you're incredibly well informed. Yeah, I didn't go into that, but on the posture device, yeah, that has an interesting sequel. I did that, but I wasn't in a medical setting. There is this phenomenon called scoliosis, right, in which you have the body is twisted, and I was asked to participate in an evaluation of a grant by Neil Miller. You know, he's considered to be the founder of biofeedback.
Right.
And he had submitted a grant to NIMH to go into try to treat scoliosis, and that's exactly how he was treating it. And he mentioned when I was on the committee, I didn't say anything, but he said it's fantastic. He says, how did you ever, he complimented me on having developed that apparatus beforehand, and that's precisely the kind of apparatus that he was using, but he was doing in conjunction with the medical people. So other people have carried on that, but he never read my article, so I can't say that spurred him on. But it certainly was a productive way of thinking, and if I was in a different kind of a setting, a medical setting, where there were more patients, with scoliosis, I would have gone on there. In terms of the stuttering, right, I did a large number of studies on stuttering, on the rhythm effect, and there was, in fact, it's called the metronome effect. Are you familiar with that? And I did some studies that were published showing that it didn't just occur with auditory stimuli, that it occurred also with visual or tactile stimuli, with a buzzer. And the problem, and Brady, I don't know if you know, John Paul Brady actually published an article, and he was recommending the use of that. When you did that, your speech sounded worse than if you were stuttering. I would like you to say hello and say nice things about me, right? And so that really didn't work. But what I found, so conceptually, how can I introduce rhythm? How can I get rhythm in there without having this artifactual, fixed type of thing? And realize that you could do that with this procedure called juncturing. What that consists of is taking advantage of the natural pauses in speech. If you're dealing with printed speech and you're reading it, it would be easiest to understand it. Wherever there is a period, or a comma, or exclamation mark, or a capital, you pause. I'd like to go to the store. Would you like to join me? And even at the beginning or end of prepositional phrases, would you like to join me? Across the street, there's this interesting fountain. There's a rhythm. And you can do that with your natural speech. And so that's what we teach the people to do. And that is, in addition to the competing response, to go to introduce rhythm in your speech, and it sounds better. And I illustrate it to them. And as I'm going to speak to you in a monotone. Right? And then, you know, lend me, ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears. Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears. Right? Which one of them will you remember? Right? It has more affect, it has more meaning, and it has a rhythm. So that was the secret. That juncturing was discovered incidentally by Izzy Golddiamond. We were working on stuttering together. In fact, that's how I started working on it. And what happened, this was in the early days before they had PowerPoint and all this, they had slides and